Hey guys, welcome back. Today we have got some goodies from RedRunner Designs here. We have got their front sway bar disconnects for my FJ Cruiser, and I'm going to be installing them today for you guys. Okay, so in here you can see my old sway bar link, and that's going to be going right there. So brand new one, and you've just got these pins that are going to let you disconnect it, but you can see where that old one went. Okay, it's kind of hard to see, but we're just hitting this shock loading that bolt a little bit. Trying to loosen it up here. So what happened for me here is you've got to put some grips on the other side of that bolt on the sway bar link to keep it from spinning, and once you get that loose from some little hammer hits, then it should be a lot easier to spin. Okay, so we've got the lower section off, and that was super easy to get off. Just whack it with a mallet a couple times, get that rust loosened up. But this top bolt on the spindle is being a pain in the butt, so we're going to impact it off with the 1/2 inch. Okay, ready? That's all it took. Oh gosh. Okay, we just got out the old end link here, and you can see why I wanted to get these replaced. That boot is completely ripped, and you can see all that grime inside. And I'm pretty sure these things were just clunking around. So, and yeah, you can see what's on my hands. So these new ones look a lot better, and they don't have all that boot mess, and you can disconnect them. So we'll continue getting these off, and we'll start installing this one. Okay, so now you're gonna have these bolts right here, and that's what's gonna have to go back through what you just took out. So leave that rubber washer, put the 2 lock nuts on, and you need a metal washer, and you're gonna put it in the same way so the nut was on the threads on the old sway bar link. You need the nut on the same side for this one. So for the spindle section, this is going to be going like that right there. Okay, so what's going on in here? We've got my sway bar right there, and I don't have access to put that bolt in from that side because my spindle is really close. We got the top one in just fine, but I just don't have access to squeeze that into the sway bar. So what I'm gonna do is take off the other side so I can move the sway bar down a little closer to my CV and see if I'll get some more access there. Okay, so we actually ended up just steering it to the side, and it gave us just enough clearance to squeeze in that bottom bolt there. So you can see we have got the link in now. So it just slides on the ends there, and I just put the pins and the bolts right there just to hold it on for now. So the link is basically in. I just haven't tightened down anything yet, but it's pretty good for now, but now we just gotta get the other side. So now we gotta tighten everything down. So what you're gonna do is put an end wrench on the nut the closest to the washer to hold that, and put a 19mm on the end of this and tighten this lock nut down. So I'm just going to be using my drill to do that and put this end wrench right here. So what we did here is I took these off, and I got them to the exact same length as the stock ones, just for a point of reference, and I will adjust them from there and figure out what the best point is, because when you put these on, in there, they should just slide onto those bolts super easy. So got them the same length, so we can just start from there. Okay, this is about a week later, and I'm coming in here to show how we got everything done. So we got that adjusted to the correct size. The main thing is you want to make sure that end link can slide on and off of those bolts, like right there. Super simple. So just make minor adjustments to it, and then you tighten down those lock nuts. So that top one and that bottom one. So I'll tighten down that top one again after I readjusted it, and everything is good. And I'll show the driver's side as well. So yeah, here's my driver's side, same situation. We got everything tightened down, all the lock nuts, and got it all adjusted. Okay, so I've been driving with these for probably 2 weeks now. As you can see, the mustache is gone. So yeah, it's been some time, but the driving quality has increased a ton. I don't know how the sway bar links had such a major impact on my driving. So my car is just so much smoother, even with them just connected. And I wanted to do a fair warning here. So when you get these links, don't be stupid like me. What I did is right when I installed them, I got antsy and wanted to go test them out. So when you disconnect it, you are supposed to tie it up to your frame, okay? So I went out, disconnected it, and I tied it up to my frame as a temporary test with a zip tie. Don't do that. The zip tie actually broke when I went through like a gutter in my neighborhood. The zip tie actually snapped, and that sway bar went down to my CV. Okay, what's up, boys? So we've got the demolished CV in here. We just put on the links from RedRunner Designs. That CV is done. Dunzo. And we've got grease flung like everywhere in here. It's done. So, I'm giving you a fair warning. If you're getting these, secure it with something better like a ratchet strap or a bungee cord, because those aren't gonna break. It even says in the manual to secure it with something strong. That is my fault. I shouldn't have used a zip tie as a temporary solution. I just assumed it would be okay. It was not. So that caused a lot of issues with my CV axle. So don't do that. Secure it properly, how you're supposed to, and then go test it. And it's gonna be fine once you've it secured. A bunch of old Jeeps have the exact same disconnect system that you can buy. You just have to secure it yourself. So just fair warning. But I wanted to thank you guys for watching this video. I can't wait to use these links off-road, more camping and stuff. And this is 100% worth it purchase. Super easy install for better on-road and off-road driving. And most of the time, those old end links are just so done for anyways, may as well upgrade to something better like RedRunner Designs. So anyways, I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you guys have a good one.